quite a bit more than that. And those were highlighted in that tour. And this year, I shouldn't ask who saw the Blues Brothers movie when it first came out, because only Kevin and I are old enough to raise our hands and say that we did, right?
Yeah, that's right, Darren.
But it will be the 30th anniversary of that movie. And there's still people in the neighborhood who say that they were kids at AWLI when the filming was taking place, the shooting was taking place, and they were so busy at the windows that the nun finally had to say, okay, just stand there, take some paper and a pencil, and draw what you see. Because she was tired of fighting them and getting them back in their seats. So, okay, see, kids do want to get outside, right? Okay, this was another part of the Burnham Plan Centennial. I don't know if you saw these guys or heard about them. This is the Northwest Indiana Paddling Association group. It's not their entire group, but it kind of gives you an idea. You all know where this is, because this is like with the new beach area, the boat launch, over close to 95th Street, right? Okay, well, can you imagine going out there on a day like this even? Because this was June, mid-June, and you expect it to be bright and beautiful. It was freezing cold, absolutely freezing cold. These guys started at 31st Street in the lake, which is Burnham Park, and they paddled all the way to Calumet Park. They stopped for lunch at the field house, and then they got back in, and off they went to Marquette Park in Gary, where they spent the night, and then went from there to Michigan City. So from like where we are in Michigan City right now, how far is that? About 40, 50 miles?
No, it's about 50 miles, and it's about the same distance as the Normandy beach is.
Okay.
On DJ.
For those of you who remember that? Okay. Okay, so these were the guys. And look at this. And it was freezing cold. They did have, as you can see, with the raft they had support, so if anybody was in trouble, they would be very quickly taken care of. But there were many more than this. There were about 12 that left, I think, but this photo focuses on a few and close up, so you can get it right. They're matching and rowing and having all these wonderful outdoor activities like that in this area. So these guys are pioneers. Okay. So you got an idea of Burnham Plan, right? Okay, lots of different activities and lots of our members were involved. Okay, so what's next? Michael's way ahead on this, right? He's way ahead on this. Art in the parks. Your event is October 24th, right? Your art event?
Yeah, it starts October 24th and 25th in this building. And then from November 6th through January 9th, it will be at the Hammond Art Center on Substation 9 on Fayette Street and close to Sheffield.
Okay. And this is your what annual?
This is our fourth annual Greening of the Arts. And because of our co-sponsorship with South Shore Arts, we changed the name a little bit, and someone in this room helped us out with coming up with the name. I believe that was Kevin. Greening of the Arts, right?
I don't remember it.
Yes, you did. I asked you. You helped out.
Okay,
so we can blame him if it doesn't turn out.
Okay, so Greening of the Arts, so a lot of recycled.
I've been blamed for worse things.
Recycled art primarily featured, right?
Primarily, we'll have 16.
Materials.
We'll have 16 artists, and we're going to have speakers from the Indiana Dunes National Lakeshore, and one from South Shore Arts in the morning.
So it's quite a program.
So it's it's neat. So if you're interested, I'll get you more information.
Through Chicago October Artist Month, we were able to get some of our members to get a little bit more PR, because they're listed then throughout the city. So people from not just this area, but throughout the city are made aware of it. And the Southeast Chicago Historical Society exhibit at Calumet Park in the museum there is following the theme of Artist Month, which is 2.0. And it means, you can follow the theme, or you can just kind of do your own thing. But the theme then has to do with digital art. So Rod Sellers is taking some of the steel mill sites and oak plant sites and running them through the computer and getting them to look like brush strokes rather than straight lines. Okay. One of our member organizations did its first annual art fair. This is Tall Tree, Arboretum, and Valparaiso. They did that this year. And they had a huge turnout. Absolutely huge turnout. They had a lovely day too. But so they intend to do this again. And they have photographers. They have a photography club who I think works with them. It's another thing that we kind of wanted to get our members involved in. So they're sort of leading the way in terms of the outdoor art. Okay, other Calumet connections that we're going to strengthen. As you can see, this is another dune shot, and a fair number of people were involved in a Northwest Indiana bus tour that our Department of the Environment, Chicago Department of the Environment set up. Because we sort of been talking about sites that we share, but we didn't necessarily actually see them. So last year, Nicole Kamens from Chicago Department of the Environment organized a tour in Northwest Indiana where we had an opportunity to get into these spaces and take a look at how beautiful that part of the Calumet is. So this year we're going to be reciprocal, and it's going to be on the Illinois side. And they set that bus tour up, I think, for the 22nd, right? 22nd of October, right?
I think 22nd of October.
Yeah. So anyway, this is not just the first of these, and there'll probably be plenty more later, because the amount of acres and the beauty of them is fantastic. Okay. How many of you have seen these guys? How many of you have gone across the 92nd Street Bridge recently? Okay, the other side of the 92nd Street Bridge, right off 41, and we cheated a little bit because this is not the exact direct route you would take. If you came through, you'd be around the other side of this. You'd be seeing this. I'm Mackinac. You come across the bridge on their rail tracks and just past that. Well, I hope you got a good look at that. Okay.
This thing has a hair trigger on it, I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right. Those are wind turbines, 4 wind turbines in a beautiful blue, like Danielle's sweater. And they're not huge. They're not 400 feet high and looking like they're going to, some invaders from outer space. These are cute and friendly, but I don't know how effective they are. So what are they for? That is the new 7th and 10th Ward Streets and Sanitation Office. And not every Streets and Sand office gets that. We're getting it because we're going to destroy the old one. The rerouted 41 is going to come a little bit closer to the bridge, and they will be able to use their yard for the old facility or the office. So they're getting a new office.
Can remember that photo that disappeared so quickly there, that where we were shooting from was on that new stretch of road. That's the new 41 we were shooting at. We were
which is very close to the river.
East of the
crossing.
crossing.
The road that doesn't end. And you can't cross once you get into it. You have to go all the way 3 blocks over and come back into that parkway, right? Which is, it's really part of the new 41, the routed 41. So it's worth it to go over there and kind of take a look. And that will be included in the 3rd annual 10th Ward Green Summit. Okay, another thing, Daniel's presentation.